Hi, people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day this video may find you. Look, I just decided I'm going to go ahead and get this video out of the way. Um, I'm at the courthouse waiting, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video out the way since I'm sitting here. I got here really early to make sure I got here on time and made it here. So, anyways, listen, y'all. I think the thing that's going to help a whole lot is us understanding that as people, we keep hearing that codependent thing, the codependent thing. As a people, I think we all are codependent to some degree. Um, and because that's how relationships go. Like it's supposed to be a give thing on both sides, right? So in relationships, both people are supposed to be getting something out of the relationship, right? Something good, rather. Um, you shouldn't be in a relationship and you're not getting anything good out of it. So, I mean, this is how we pick our friends and everything. People that that you get along with, that that's nice and kind to you. You're nice and kind to them. So, that whole codependent thing, I've been thinking about it. Like I don't think as a human that you can not be somewhat codependent. However, the thing with the narcissist is the codependencies that you and the narcissist have is tied to trauma. Okay? That's what the difference is. Um, I don't think that there's anything wrong with people being somewhat codependent on each other, but it's the extremes. And if it's tied to trauma, it's not good. For instance, um, during the love bombing stage, the narcissist made us feel good because they made us feel like we were special. They made us feel like, I know with minds, it was like a somewhat, I don't want to use that word, but it was on a very high level in terms of what they thought about me, how they listened to me. I was, the decision maker, not because I wanted to be. Like in my mind, I thought, well, I'll just show him the way, and then he'll just, pick up and lead us. No, but it did make me feel good, and about someone needing me, about someone thinking that highly of me, to trust me in the way that he trusted me. And that's why I want to make sure that I took so much care for him and the children. I just was that kind of person anyways, but it made me feel good that he noticed that. I had already been taking care of people and doing things for people, but they didn't notice it. It just was like, you know. So, um, because the narcissist puts you on such a high pedestal, they're idolizing you beyond what you can actually deliver. And this is where the codependencies is an issue, because you're thinking that they're just thinking, oh, you're so great, you're such a wonderful person, just because who you are, your normal, everyday, regular self. But in actuality, they're thinking that you're great because they think that you're like godlike. um, I know that toxic mothers like that, and I think that's where that comes from. Um, yeah, their moms like to be idolized and thought of like that, and maybe that's why. Yeah, they go to the extreme with it because it's required. Think about that. It's required from their parent that they have this whole toxic thing with. This whole toxic dynamic requires them to idolize them. So when they first get with us, that's what they do. But they end up becoming bitter about it because these are grown people. Grown people want to be able to separate from their parents. At least they should. And when they idolize us, then now they're putting us in the same spot as their parents and treating us like we're trying to oppress them in the way that their parents doing them, and we're not. We never asked for it. We don't even know that's what's going on in their heads. Have no clue. Have no clue. But they're idolizing us because it is a requirement. We're the parent. Remember, we're in the parent mode. And they are required from that parent that they're replacing, not so much total replacing, but we're in the parental spot, okay? Yeah, and they're like become like a rebellious child, because I do remember him just literally getting to the point where I'm not listening to 1 minute. You listening to everything that I have to say. Oh, I'm so smart, let's do this. Okay, you do what you got to do. I do what I got to do to make it happen, blah blah blah. It's fine. And then the next minute, I'm just so stupid and nothing that I say makes any sense. I'm just a stupid idiot. And I remember thinking, like, how did it go from this to that? Because it went from one extreme to another extreme. We never got any middle. It was the extremes. So yeah, people, we have got to understand that we've been in a relationship with somebody that is not normal, does not have normal thinking. They're doing everything in their power to keep from changing. Like they're loving this way. If they're not loving it, they're willing to just suffer until the end with it. And the casualties along the way, it's just going to be casualties along the way. They're not caring who they're hurting, even their children. When you're thinking about you're wanting that back, because I know it felt good. It did. I know it did. It felt really, really good. It did. I remember, yes. Yes. It did feel good. It for sure did. But I remember, though, being really frustrated about it at some point. It felt good that it felt, but I didn't want it to that extreme. I didn't. I wanted him to, of course, respect me and respect my opinion and everything, but I didn't like the dependency. I didn't like the level of dependency. And I remember a couple of years back, it was something I had told him about numbers of times. It was like I said, it was like they're like your children. But I had told him about this particular thing numbers of times, and I said it to him. I've already told you about that. I already told you, how to do it. And he yelled at me, well, tell me again. And I remember a little voice said to me, I don't want to tell you again. And I just said, well, I don't want to tell you again. I did. But I remember getting to the point that this is not cute here. You depending on me like this. Like, you're a grown man, And I remember him being so upset, like, about my son and our son. Ours, okay? And he would say to my tatas out of his mouth. I was like, what are you talking about? What? Out of his mouth. He's trying to tell me that I'm breastfeeding my son, which was in his 20s. And I looked at him and I'm saying to myself, I need to get mine out of your mouth. So he was literally jealous because, I was still trying to help my son out with things, but by that point, you're like 50 some years old, man. No, I'm not doing this with you. And so I think he was jealous because I had my limit was with him. Like, you need to grow up, with him. But I was still assisting and helping my son. So I think he was like jealous. Like, maybe he felt like my son had took his mom. My son that I gave birth to took his mom that his mom gave birth to. Y'all know this stuff is sick. Y'all know it is. Listen, don't worry about that. How they used to make you feel. Don't worry about that. That's never going to happen again. Even if they start to revalue again, because they've seen that you're not perfect. So they know that you're not now. It's just they want to come back and get some supply and probably want to try to just keep you from moving on in life as well. So yeah. But y'all know there's some sick stuff. Yeah. But codependency, I think, at a normal level, is normal. I just the way the relationships go, yeah, we all are codependent on each other on some level. It's just the codependencies that's attached to trauma. That's an issue. That's an issue. Yeah. Kind of like, think about it like this. Say if you drink alcohol, right? And you just drink it socially every now and then, right? Versus you drinking it every day. Like, socially, you just every day you getting up, you drinking it, you drinking all day, every day. That's the extreme level there. But if you just do it moderately, it's okay, every now and then with some friends, whatever, okay, maybe once a week, sometimes twice a week, whatever. But you doing that 7 days a week, that's a problem. And that's going to create some serious issues in your body. And that toxicity stuff, that's what's going to cause all those stressors and stuff in your body and theirs. That's why they are all over the place, because they live in toxicity. Like after they get through idolizing you, they go and get somebody else to idolize, to put themselves back through some more trauma. They're keep putting themselves in trauma over and over again, because each time they go and get somebody else, that person is going to figure them out or going to get tired of them. They're going to wear them out, and then they're going to have to start all over again. And it's just, so they're just creating their own trauma. Now you got to decide if you want to continue to create trauma for yourself. Anyways, I'm about 15 minutes in this video, so I'm going to end it here. So I won't give you a really long one. But I love you. Thanks for returning to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. This is a whole new channel here. About 4 weeks in. I actually opened it, started it about 4 months ago, but I didn't start using it until about maybe 4 weeks ago. So it's very new, but I got a lot coming up for you. A lot. Anyways, have a blessed day, and I love you, and I'll see you on the next video.